If the complexity of trying to master green screens and editing software seems a little overwhelming, you should know there's a simple, really simple way to reach out by using video, and it can be just as, if not more effective than all the fancy green screen in the world. In a moment, how to become a webcam wizard, not by adding anything, but by taking things away. Most people use their webcams for Skype calls or interviews, but they miss so many tremendous opportunities to show up in a more professional way. Why don't they take more care with their setup? I don't know. Maybe they don't know how, maybe they don't care. Maybe they think a terrible, distracting, hard-to-hear presentation is more authentic. Whatever the reason, it's a shame, because fixing it is so easy. Hi, I'm Steve Washer, and this is the 5-Minute Authority, where people come to play on a bigger stage. And by that I mean they're here to take what is inside, invisible authority, and make it visible. And in the case of webcam video, rather than adding anything to their production, they're going to take some things away. 4 things that mess up the message. This means no longer playing the child's game of checkers, but the adult's game of chess. And by chess, I mean getting rid of clutter, headroom, echo, and shadows. These 4 simple things, once you strip them out of your video, will keep your message and your persona intact and magnetic. Ready? Let's get started. Okay, here we are at the scene of the crime. I call it a crime scene because of all the violence that's being done to the picture and the sound. First, clear out all the clutter behind you. It's crazy. You know, one thing out of place, and that's all people will look at. So let them focus on you and your words, and not your leftover pizza from last night. Sometimes all it takes is slightly repositioning your webcam. Well, that's a little better. And second is headroom. Too much headroom is annoying and cuts off a good portion of your body and your ability to express yourself. So putting your eyes on an imaginary line that's 2/3 of the way up the screen, that ought to do it. That ought to kick out all the excess headroom. Third is echo, which comes from not using a mic. So just grab this simple little USB mic from Amazon, which comes with its own power supply, and no more echo or garbled words. And no matter how soft-spoken you are, anyone will be able to hear you easily, as if you were right in the room, right next to them. And, well, fourth is shadows. This might take you a minute or so to get right. You might have to change the position of the computer again so that you aren't under any horrible fluorescent lights. Too much light, like I've got here, is as bad as too little. You know, that's easy to fix. Sometimes it's as easy as sitting in front of a window and letting all that beautiful light pour in, making weather-beaten skin look as smooth as alabaster. You might want to get one softbox or an LED panel, but it's just one little light, like this VIP light I'm using at a low setting, and it'll all be worth it, because your scene will now be lovely to look at. And yes, men, I'm talking to you too. When that's it. Can you believe that's all it takes? I mean, sure, there's scripting of your message and your persona itself, but with this structure as your baseline, you can focus on bigger and better things, like giving awesome interviews, conducting great online classes, and producing profitable webinars. So stop playing checkers and start playing chess. We'll be happy to see you at the adults' table. I'm Steve Washer. See you next time on the 5-Minute Authority.